Hello there, everybody. My name is Eep, and today I will be ranking Disney cartoon romantic relationships. Why? To be perfectly honest, it's because I want views, and I feel like this will be something that gives me views because I'm going to be using, names of things that people like fandoms, I'm not even going to hide that. But I do actually like all or most of these cartoons, whatever. Basically, I sat down and wrote down the first 10 cartoon relationships from Disney to come to mind, and yeah. I did it in like 2 minutes and then just ranked them, and now I'll be drawing those relationships. I'll talk about why I do or don't like them. Clarification, I won't be ranking them on how healthy they are or how much other people like them. They're personally what I think. Like, I could like a super unhealthy thing or hate something that's super healthy, or I could like hate a fan favorite. It doesn't matter. Also, it's only canon relationships. No like fan relationships. Yeah, obviously there are more relationships and more cartoons from different studios and just different relationships in general from just Disney as well and stuff like that. I won't be doing those, but if you want, I can make another video with more if you guys suggest, if anybody actually watches this video for whatever reason. Anyway, I think that's enough background. Let's get in with number 10, Starco, aka Marco Diaz and Star Butterfly from Star vs. the Force of Evil. Oh my god, I flipping hate these two so much. Like, I like them both as characters. Okay, the reason why I hate Starco so much is because it was such a bad relationship, it ruined the entire cartoon. It took up too much time, it ruined both their characters, it ruined other characters. Like, okay, they started out as best friends, and that's fine. That's whatever. Like, they were fun as best friends. They genuinely were. And this started as such a good show, and it had such good lore. And then there's like the Blood Moon Ball, and I hated the fated to be together thing, but I didn't really deal with it because what you gonna do, right? Like, this happens sometimes. Not the end of the universe, right? And then it just kind of started taking over too much. Oh, suddenly they're emotionally driven by it. It's becoming everything they care about. And then they're like they're like hurting other people because of this. And it's justified as in they're so in love or something. They're teenagers. I just don't like teenage love as much just because, I don't know, very small percentage of teenagers actually last. So, like, when I see it, I'm like, it's not like you can't, like, I don't know, it just drives me crazy. And then again, it just started ruining other characters. There's like Tom, like, okay, I love Tom. His arc was great of, becoming a better person, and him getting a star was really fun. I'm not saying him and Star had to be together or whatever. They were fated to and destined to be together because of whatever, because they were a cute relationship. I'm not like a huge mega Tom Star shipper, but it was an important part of Tom's character to be able to grow into the point of being able to be accepted as a decent human being in, Star's life, right? And then the fact that they basically threw that all away, not because something happened with them specifically, but just because, oh, we like Starco better because of reasons. It's like, I don't know, that just felt mean to me. And it's like, they didn't have any reason to be together. They were better as friends. And then it got to the point where it's like, okay, we have all this fun, fascinating adventure and like the eclipse of it and, Globnar and not Globnar, whatever the monster's name is. I'm too not remembering right now. And it's like Mina, all this great characters and stuff, and plot going on that's like we're trying to save Muni and all this fun character development for other characters, and then it's just like, by the way, Marco only exists now here to be like pining after Star, and also they're totally in love, and it got so aggravating. It was just so aggravating. It ruined the entire show for me. That's why I hate Starco so much. The show would have been like an high A, low, like high A tier show if it weren't for this. And purely because of Starco, I think it's a low C, high D tier show. Because it just ruined so much of the later seasons. And honestly kind of taints the earlier seasons for me. With like the Blood Moon Ball and stuff like that. And just because of that, I just despise Starco. No offense to Starco shippers, but I just kind of hate it. After that, we have Sprig Planter and Ivy Sundew from Amphibia. And you must be thinking, oh, for some reason you hate these ones too, because they're second to last. No, really. I mostly was thinking of relationships I like rather than ones I hate. There are more that I hate, but honestly, I was mostly just thinking of ones I like in the 2 minutes I was actually thinking about this, because obviously that's what you do. So yeah, I actually do like Ivy and Sprig. They're like it was kind of threw away the entire point of Ivy's introduction of like them not being forced to be together or whatever, but like that's all fine. It was cute. Like Ivy is rambunctious and really fits Sprig's energy, and Sprig is obviously Sprig, a, one of my favorite characters, and it's like, they're great. The only reason why this isn't higher is because like close to last. I will also say real quick, I don't like this drawing. Anyway, the only reason why this isn't like higher or anything is really just because they're like children. I don't remember their exact ages, but they're like 10 or something. So it's kind of less of like you know what I'm trying to say here? Like it's cute and stuff, but it feels less like a romantic relationship and more of a we're girlfriend and boyfriend because you know what I'm trying to say here? Like that's kind of all I really have to say about it. Like I like them both. They're both fun characters, but just kind of the fact that they're so young kind of makes it, less high up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say here? Yeah. Anyway, Sprig and Ivy. After that, we have Gabriella Espinosa and Cricket Green from Big City Greens. And these two kind of have very similar vibes to what are they called? Sprig and Ivy. The boy in the relationship is a main character and the girl really isn't. Sprig and what's his name, Cricket, are both kind of similar characters, and kind of the fact that they're both rambunctious young boys, right? Uh, but the reason why this is a little bit more higher up is just because it kind of just has less. It kind of has just a better vibe to me. I don't know. Like, of course, they're both children, which is why they're both so low. Again, like, I just kind of see them growing into more friends because that's just kind of how, 10-year-old relationships work, right? Like, you know what I'm trying to say here? But they're cute. They like to prank together. Gabriella and Cricket, they, you know, swear in the community center or whatever. It's all fun. It's fun. You know what I mean? There was that funny episode where they were in the moving thing with Bill, and Bill was trying to force them to have a super romantic date or whatever, and then they pulled a bunch of pranks and yada yada. It's cute. Yeah. Okay. Super side note: Cricket's hair is like impossible to draw. Yeah, that's super unrelated, but yeah, I kind of hated drawing his hair. So yeah, that feels important. After that, we have Mollie, spelled with an IE, which is Mollie McGee and Ollie Chen from The Ghost of Mollie McGee. And these guys are super cute. I will say now that I actually made this ranking like a month ago before, more recent episodes came out, and I think now I might rate them just a little bit higher than this. Actually, no, maybe I would have to look again. I'm not gonna bother re-ranking now. But anyway, Mollie. Side note, my sister's named Mollie, but spelled with an IE, so now their ship name is actually the way you spell my sister's name. That's completely unrelated. Anyway, but yeah, these guys are really cute. So I really like this because it's kind of not an opposite attract situation. It's a like minds attract. Also, I just kind of like Mollie and Ollie both separately as characters, and they have a lot of good moments. And I think the way their relationship developed was really nice. Like, they started off with kind of instant chemistry, like they both kind of liked each other, at least, as people, right? Mollie was clearly exhibiting signs of a crush, but then they kind of got to know each other better, right? And then they kind of liked each other a little more, and then they were kind of friends, normal friends. I just like it when people are just normal friends for to make a relationship, right? And then, spoiler for recent episodes, they are officially together now. And it's all cute, right? They're in middle school, so I mean, they're young still. But it is a really cute relationship. And also, they've helped each other grow and adapt. Like Mollie's helped Ollie get over his prejudices against ghosts and stuff, and Ollie's kind of helped Mollie just sort of understand more about like other people's views, kind of, right? About one, ghosts, two, things like and amplifying, and them just working together to try to make our world a better place. And like, the Carbon Zero Hero episode and stuff like that. It's really cute. All good. Mollie for the win. And then we have Geoff and Geoff, also from the Ghost and Mollie McGee. But it's Geoff spelled Jeoff and Geoff. And I point that out because it's a running gag in the show if you haven't seen it. Basically, we meet J Jeff, or no, we meet G Jeff in literally the second episode, and we get to know him, and we love him, right? And then there's this one episode, okay? The first episode, we actually meet J Jeff, and then so Scratch, one of the main characters, is gonna go to G Jeff's party. This is gonna get so confusing. I'm gonna say Jeff, and you guys are gonna have to figure it out. Wants to go to Jeff's party, but Jeff invites him to his party instead, so he doesn't know which one to go to. So he goes to J Jeff's party instead, and then eventually at the end of the episode, it's revealed that G Jeff and J Jeff are actually a couple. And at that, I just had to pause my thing and go crack up for like 2 minutes because it was like one of the funniest moments in the show. The second you realize they're a couple, it's so ridiculous. It's just funny. Um, the thing that really puts this one as really good is that or pretty good is that one, they've known each other for like 100 years. That party was their anniversary, and I just love how it's been like 100 years and they're still acting like it's their honeymoon phase and stuff. The only thing that really brings this one down so low, even though it should be like one of my favorites because it had like the funniest reveal and the fact that they've just been together so long, I just love long love. Uh, it's just the fact that we don't really know J Jeff as a character as much. Like, we know who G Jeff is, right? Because we knew him for an entire season before we met J Jeff, and then some. But then we kind of met J Jeff, right? And she's just only here. And then the next episode he's there as well, but it's, you know, as G Jeff's partner. And so then it just kind of it's kind of like, who is J Jeff outside of his relationship with J Jeff? No, no, who is J Jeff outside of his relationship with J Jeff? Like, we know he's protective. We know he it is like loves G Jeff, right? But like outside of that, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just kind of that one bit. After I feel like we get like we should. I just feel like we just need one episode of like J Jeff going on some weird adventure with like the gang, like Scratch and Mollie or something, and like G Jeff isn't there, and then it'll just be great. But until then, it's like we know G Jeff, but who is J Jeff? You know what I mean? God, this was such a confusing section. Hi there again, guys. It's me. I'm decided to make this a two-parter because we're halfway through. So, next five soon. If anybody's actually watching and making this far, I'll do the last five characters, or not characters, relationships soon. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Please do comment and things you would like me to do as well, or other ships you'd like me to rank, or different kinds of things you'd like me to rank from like cartoons or books or something. I I also like, platonic relationships or familial relationships or naughty relationships like characters or episodes or plots, whatever, tropes, I don't know. Um Tell me my voice is annoying and my art is terrible, or tell me my voice isn't that annoying, my art is decent. I don't care. Have a great day. Bye.